Let me pull up the Twitch stats. So far, no break. So far, no break. Oh my gosh, I think we did it. I think we fixed the problem. I think we've got, let me check the YouTube stream. Are we live on YouTube? How's it look over there? My heart's pounding a little bit. I'm going to be honest. Senpai Gaming. I forgot to change the thumbnail again. We're good. It's 4K on YouTube. We got a large delay because it's YouTube, but we've got 4K on Twitch and YouTube. We've done it. Let's do a real quick. Let's do a thumbnail face. Hold on. Okay. That's the thumbnail. We're throwing that up on YouTube. Should have done that first. Oh, I gotta, YouTube thumbnails are weird. Let me grab the file. I gotta make it smaller. It's gonna be too big. What do we resize image to 1080p? I also like to try to, hold on, don't do it yet. Where is the, how does this work? Edit. Adjustments, brighten it up a little bit. Exposure, not exposure. Oh, wait, not brightness, exposure. A little bit of brightness. Contrast. A little bit of saturation. Turn down the warmth a little bit so my face doesn't look pink. We got a little... No, we don't need a vignette. Cool. Save. Resize image. We gotta do this with every single one. This is a part of the process of multi-streaming. Save to desktop. Now we go to YouTube. Change the thumbnail. Sick. YouTube shows 4K 1080p here on Twitch. A lot of people are getting 4K on Twitch. Enhanced broadcasting, it changes for every person. Interesting. So Twitch kind of decides what different encoding sessions you get based on your internet speed, but it's not super accurate to the point where I was going to like customize it. I was gonna let YouTube customize it. Or I was gonna let YouTube customize. I was going to turn off enhanced broadcasting because I didn't like that some people weren't getting my full quality. But we figured it out. We've done it, guys. All right, we're live on Twitch and on YouTube, both in 4K. PC's not blowing up this time. Stream is smooth on both. I got to test it on a non-partnered stream. Make sure you can do 4K on Twitch on a non-partnered stream, and then make like a 4-minute video on how to do this. Single PC. I also got to test, stream is not smooth on YouTube. Hold on. Is the stream smooth on YouTube for other people? Both in 4K. Okay, let's see. Advanced. It's smooth for me. People always say that. And it's like, it's you. It's not me. It's you. Stop stressing me out. I don't have the bandwidth to deal with that kind of stuff. Make sure it's you before you start telling me my stuff's broken. Oh. You're gonna give me an aneurysm. Testing things like this out live on stream. I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't do that. Do you recommend a Razer Ripsaw HD capture card for PS5? How old is that? Is that an older one? I don't think has Razer released a capture card in forever. Okay, guys, I'm gonna make a video on this, but while we're here, while we're live, we're doing it for the first time. I want to show you how we fixed this. Maybe fix the misspelled hair transplant. No, we did that on purpose. Oh, it was an accident. Then we caught it, and I was like, nah, I'll just leave it for engagement. It's the trick to YouTube: is make a mistake and let people talk about it. Hit the like button if you think I spelled transplant wrong. See what I mean? Stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, that's good. That means it's sending it properly. Sweet. Okay. All right, let me show you how we did this. So, step one, let me disable these so you don't get that infinity mirror looking thing. Okay, this is how we did this, guys. And I'm gonna make like a 4-minute video on how this goes. Check this out. So we're using ADOM multi-stream to stream to both Twitch and YouTube, right? We use Twitch as the built-in stream. That's the one that's logged into OBS. That way we can use enhanced broadcasting. And that's step number one, is enable enhanced broadcasting. I have an automatic maximum stream bandwidth. That way it sends whatever Twitch needs. And I set the maximum video tracks to 5. I might undo that now that sending to YouTube doesn't require another track. And that's the reason we don't have 1440p, is because I limited this to 5, and 1440p is apparently the 6th one. But anyway, so we stream using enhanced broadcasting to Twitch. And we make sure we do automatic maximum stream bandwidth. Okay, next thing we do is we use ADOM multi-stream. That's how we also send it to YouTube. And when you go into the settings of ADOM multi-stream, you go to your main canvas. That means it's like a horizontal multi-stream. You're gonna send it to YouTube. We're gonna choose a YouTube output. You're gonna hit advanced settings. Now in video settings, when you go to an advanced settings, what you need to do is you need to set this up after you go live to Twitch. Because the way, oh gosh, I'm trying to make sure I say everything right and very simply. The way enhanced broadcasting on Twitch works is instead of sending a single video file to Twitch and then they transcode it into multiple resolutions, your PC itself is encoding multiple resolutions and then sending it to Twitch. So it's taking up more of your PC resources and more of your internet bandwidth, but if you have that overhead, you might as well do it, and you're guaranteed transcoding when you do that. So my PC is making 5 different resolutions of my stream and sending it to Twitch. And if I go into the YouTube setting, if you're using ADOM multi-stream, and you set main encoder, it'll give you this other option called video encoder index. And these are the 5 enhanced broadcasting resolutions being sent to Twitch. It recognizes the enhanced broadcasting resolutions that are being made and sent to Twitch, and it says, which one do you want to send to YouTube? So I can just pick this one right here. This is the 4K one. Take the one that's already being encoded and send that one to YouTube also. So I'm taking my 4K Twitch stream and sending it to YouTube. That's pretty dope. There is a downside, and that is when I was streaming in 4K to YouTube, I was streaming at twice the bitrate, 20,000 kilobits per second, and I was doing it in AV1. And because Twitch doesn't support AV1 yet, you can't grab an AV1 encoding and send it to YouTube unless you want to encode a whole new session, which that's what broke my PC last time. Anyway, that's how that works. What's the recommended specs for a PC able to multi-stream to 5 outputs? I think it just depends on, I mean, an NVIDIA GPU would be helpful. I'm using a 4090. I haven't tested anything other than a 4090 because I don't have any other GPUs here. But, so I can't really test that. But also, I don't know. Depends on what game you're playing and how much CPU or GPU overhead you have there. Test it yourself. And that's the secret sauce. I'll throw that all together for you in a YouTube video so you can follow along and you can do it that way. Here's an idea. Since when we're live, we get a lot of people asking for me to repeat stuff that I talked about. The thing is, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want people who are here for the whole thing to have to listen to a question be answered 5 times. But I want people to be able to find it. The thing is, on YouTube, you can scrub back and you can see previous areas of the live stream. So do we have someone go through and do do we have a mod adjust the description of the video while we're live and add in the timestamps on YouTube of what we talked about? And if someone comes in and asks, you can just say like, hey, it's in the description of the YouTube video. You can go and see it. Clips are good, but like some of these are, 10, 20-minute conversations. We got to figure that out. That's a problem that we get with these live streams where we're going to be like having topics and stuff on here. That can be done with StreamerBot. If it can be done with StreamerBot, I bet it can be done with Atom. Maybe we'll try that. Is there a plugin that lets you record an encoder that's being streamed that's not using a whole new encoder? I'll have to look into that. Stealth JT, thank you for the 21 months. Also, Gooey, I missed that Prime. Gooey, thank you for the Prime. And Fanjecture, I missed the 38 months. Is Fanjecture still in here? Is everyone I'm calling out still in here? Guys, thank you for your subs. Appreciate it. Do you have to put canvas in the output to 4K? Yeah, so you can't stream in 4K unless your canvas is a 4K canvas. What's up, Fanjecture? How you doing, man? Look at that Leafy on. You ever think about making some cinematic stream beats tracks? Like something filmmakers could use for filmmaking. I'm so thrilled to have your library for streaming. Here's the issue with that is it would cost us a ton of money to do it, and we would make $0 off of it because we don't make any money when you put it in your YouTube videos. We only make money when people use it on their live streams, when they're playing it on Spotify in the background of their live streams like I'm doing right now. So it's something that's like, it's on my mind. I'd love to do something like that, but I mean, that would cost me thousands and thousands of dollars knowing that I would get nothing in return for it. So it's not a high priority right now. But we're making some big changes on Stream Beats right now. In fact, let's do the Discord purge. You guys down? I've been working closely with Nick. We got a lot that's changing right now. Nick is the one that basically redesigned the entire Discord. He's the reason the Discord is beautiful again. We made Discord great again. We made the Senpai Discord great again. Feels good. And just a reminder, before any stream, make sure you come in here, and if you have any ideas, come in here to the section at the bottom of the Discord called Share with Harris. There's something called Open on Stream. This is where you guys can share with me things you want me to talk about on stream. Subscribers and YouTube members can post new things in here, post new stuff, but even non-subscribers and members can upvote and help decide what they want to see me talk about. So that helps me out a lot. It helps me come up with conversation topics. That's a new cool thing on the Discord. I got to get us all used to talking about. Yo, Luigi though, thank you for the sub, brand new Prime. And Bipolar Dad, thank you for the 5 months. Stealth JT, thank you for the 21 months. Jeez, thank you guys. Feels good. So with this, I can stream to Twitch and YouTube at 4K, then use Kick and Trovo at 1080 60 with my bandwidth is 2500, like 2.5, like 2.5 gigabits. If you have 2.5 gigabits, then you can do anything. If it's 2500 megabits, if that's your speed, like 2.5 meg, no, you can't multi-stream at. Oh yeah. So 2.5 gigabits. Okay, 2.5. Yeah, you can stream. You can multi-stream anywhere with 2.5 gigabits. Yeah, that's fine. You got to think about internet bandwidth, and you got to think about CPU processing power. All right, you guys ready for the Purge? Oh, it's called Prune. It's not called Purge. That's right. We're calling it the Purge. Okay, we're about to prune. We're gonna purge it. I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes. If you're in the Discord, if you don't want to get purged, make sure you've said something within the last 30 days, had some activity. I'm pretty sure that means you can have a reaction emote on any of the announcements. I feel like we didn't get enough middle fingers. I'm a little bit upset about that. You can say something in general talk. You can join one of the what's it called? One of the hobbies. That'll work. Because I'm not purging anybody who has a role. That's not true. That's not true at all, actually. But if you join one of the hobbies, it should count as interaction. I feel like I'm showing off way more than I should in here. I'm probably showing you guys settings that you shouldn't know. Let's see, more than 30 days ago, members who have not been seen in Discord. I wonder what that means. Do you not use NVENC for streaming? I do use NVENC for streaming. And are not assigned any roles. Now we're adding some roles. Look at all these roles. Too many roles. Some of these are like old things. Let's do it without any roles first. Let's see if that does the majority of it. Have you already purged some people? We haven't purged anybody yet. No. Too many roles, not enough butter. I hate that. All right, Purge is happening in 4 minutes. Just watch the Discord video. Good luck with the big changes. Hope it works out. What's your stance on making Discord more of a premium perk? Linking it to Twitch subs, Patreon, YouTube members, more exclusive experience. That's what we're doing. We got some stuff in there. We're also adding Patreon. Did you say Patreon? You said Patreon. Yeah, we have some areas where you can only do things. I mostly use that for moderation. But yeah, as of right now, there are going to be some areas where YouTube members, Twitch subs, and patrons can get to and have special perks. I think it's a great idea. Why the Purge? Because this Discord has been around forever, and we're burning it to the ground so it can rise from the ashes. How does Meld make money without charging? As far as I know, they don't make any money right now. They've got a long-term plan. As far as I've been told, what they're doing for free right now, they don't ever plan on charging. But I also let you guys and them know that if that does change, and they told me they have no plans of changing it, but if it does change, I will let you know immediately. I have zero affiliation with Melds. Feel like that needs to be said. I tried to say it in the video. People didn't believe me. I have zero affiliation with Meld. I'm just excited about what they did. I think they've got a cool vision. I think they've got a cool team. I think they've got a cool product. And I think it solves a lot of problems that a lot of streamers have. But I have zero loyalty to them and zero affiliation with them. And the moment anything changes and it's not the advantage that I think it is for you guys, I will let you know. Lynn Kayla, thank you for the 13 viewers. I don't know why I said that. Thank you for the raid. That's what I meant to say. Thanks for the viewers. Thanks for the number. My brain is all over the place right now. What's the bandwidth they're using for the 4K multi-stream? 21,000 is being sent to Twitch and another 10 is being sent to YouTube. About to watch myself get purged. Oh, all the raiders, you're about to witness a large purge. We have 55,000 members in the Discord right now. We got about 1 to 2 minutes left before we hit the purge button. We're gonna see what we have left. Only the people that have been active in the last 30 days are gonna be there. So, see what happens. See what happens. There might be some roles that are protecting people. We might need to do a second one later. We'll see. Nick, can you think of any, if you're in here, can you think of any roles that are protecting people that I should include in the purge? In fact, let me switch here. Let me look at all the roles real quick while you guys can't see. Let's see. Roles. Yeah, we got some. I think you need to remove some of these. I need to remove some of these roles. Like, can we remove like help pics? What's that? What's help pics? I think it's people that needed to post pictures, and so the mods gave them a role that would let them post pictures in the help section. Can I get rid of that so those people that like came in and left, they're not a thing anymore? I'd say prune first, delete roles after. We can see which ones are empty. All right, we'll see what happens. We'll just do a regular old purge. You say, I don't know what this arch thing is. I feel like that's gonna save a lot of people. What are the arch things at the bottom? Can we get rid of those? What are those? Guys, we have so much legacy stuff in here. You're supposed to burn all those rolls. I think I'm gonna add all the arch ones to it because I don't know what those are. I'm gonna add the weird like Baka reactions and help picks and gen picks and stuff to it. These are roles that have been around for forever. They need to go also. The thing is, if anyone's joined them in the last 30 days, if they're still being used and they've joined them, then they're safe. Okay, we're doing it. It's time, guys. It's time. You guys ready for the purge? Purge is happening right now. More than 30 days. There we go. I don't know what these are. So we're adding them in. If anyone's in these old legacy things and haven't been active in the last 30 days, they're gone too. Help picks, gen picks, reactions, Baka, name peeps, GIF peeps. Forgot to move your topic bar. You were right. I need to do that. Oh, arch equals archive. Okay, cool. Then those need to be purged. All right, you guys ready? We're going for 55,000 members of the Discord. We're about to get rid of a lot of people. By the way, if you're in this live stream and you're in there and you're about to get purged, feel free to rejoin. On the YouTube stream, the link is in the description. On Twitch, you can type in !Discord. We have a countdown. What do we need? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do we need to give it a sec? Did I click it? Does everyone have some kind of role? Hold on. What happened there? So here's a random one. This person has no role. This person has no role. This person has no role. We don't have 55,000 active members. Did we do it again? Did I click something wrong? I think it'll take a couple minutes. Because you selected certain roles, but hold on. We'll kick members who have not been seen on Discord in 30 days and are assigned to just the roles you've selected. Oh. Members who are not assigned to any role are still included. No. Members who are not assigned to any roles are still included. Yeah, let's give it a minute. That was anticlimactic. Yeah, Purge failed successfully. Setting a timer for a couple minutes. Should I close Discord and reopen it? I feel like that didn't fully quit it. Discord's in here somewhere. What is that guy? Control R on Discord. We lost like 300 people. Maybe it's still going. I'm not gonna check the audit log on stream. Let's give it some time. We'll check back. Oh, I can refresh it. Okay. Try without selecting roles. Well, it said. All right. I guess we just got that great of a Discord. We're gonna check back at the end of this. Someone set a timer for like 30 minutes. We'll check back and we'll see. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Too many accounts taking forever to purge? Maybe. Don't let me forget. Timer's been set? All right. That was not what I hoped it was. What's Meld? Meld is an OBS alternative that we did a video on a week and a half ago. Super cool, super simple, user-friendly version of OBS. You can do things like add move transitions by default. Move transitions are on by default. Rounding your corners takes 1 click. Adding a drop shadow takes 1 click. It's basically just OBS on easy mode. People who want to open it up, make a beautiful stream in 2 minutes and go live. And I think they crushed it. Is there a way to make the yellow outline go away, highlighting the capture display? I don't know. Hope it becomes open source. I'd imagine, I mean, I don't want to speak for them. I don't think that's the plan right now. I think the idea is because they are in control of what the features are and how it progresses, they can make sure it stays simple. I think that's part of the problem with OBS. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love open source stuff. I love that anyone can make plugins, but at that point, it's become open source for so long that like finding the right one, some of them are really complicated. People don't understand, like a lot of times devs don't understand how to make stuff user-friendly. I think that's kind of the purpose of Meld, is that it's super simple. Meld. How's the performance for versus OBS? I gotta do those tests. What's up, Nutty? How you doing, brother? Nutty just sits in the corner until I mention streamer, bot, or Meld, and then he pops in. I heard Nutty tried to call me out on stream for the drop shadow. And he's like, look, you used the wrong plugin. You can use this one. And then couldn't get it to work. That's what I was told. First 800 members are gone. It's going. Hey, look, we're down another 500 members. So it's pruning. It's purging. It's going to take a sec, though. One thing I can't do with Meld at the moment is use a LUT. Yeah. I mean, again, I use enhanced broadcasting, and that's one thing I can't do with Meld. It's why I'm still on. On OBS. There's a lot of like singular things, but again, I feel like a LUT is something that 99.9% of streamers don't need. I feel like if you're someone who wants to put a LUT on the camera, you're probably someone who has a good enough tech understanding that OBS is right for you. And so you should keep using OBS. Nobody's like upset they use the OBS. I still use OBS because I have 1 or 2 pro features that I like to use. That's the best part. You get 2 awesome options. You got a pro option and an easy option. This music is getting a little bit too much. Switch to another playlist. How does Meld compare to Streamlabs? That's like asking, like, we got OBS and we got Meld. You got, you know, a nice chicken dinner and you got like a nice steak dinner. And some people like chicken, some people like steak. And then you've got a plate of rotten vomit onions. And you're saying, how does a chicken dinner compared to this plate of pre-digested, vomited up onions? Just don't ever use Streamlabs for anything. I don't like the software. I don't like the company. I don't like their business model. I don't like how I know they've apologized for it, but they only apologized because they got caught. I don't like what they did to OBS. It's not, don't use them. Don't use Streamlabs. Is there a secret password for your Discord or something? Why does it keep asking me to enter my password, but it's not my Discord password? I can't help you with that. I have no idea. Twist Studio don't exist anymore? Yeah, is that a thing? That was a thing for a little bit. I don't remember if we all just forgot it existed or it never caught on. I got to do some tests for Meld versus OBS on the CPU. Then ask getting discontinued. Okay, good to know. This is where I learn I just learn all my news from you guys, and then I regurgitate it on my YouTube videos, and I let sponsors pay me for the information that I just regurgitate from you guys. That's the big brain play. Nobody used it. That's because like they tried to make a simple version, but they didn't add any benefit to it. Like nobody was like, oh, I can do things in Twitch Studio that I couldn't do in OBS. It was just like a cut down version of OBS. That's why I really like Meld, is because it is a cut down version of OBS. They've gotten rid of a lot of the confusing things, but they've also added things like simple move transitions, simple rounded corners, simple drop shadows. You can't just remove the confusing stuff. You have to add a value in also, especially when the whole world is so integrated into a software. Oh. But let's open up that tweet real quick. Let's also see how the Purge is doing. Apparently there were a lot of questions. I can't promise I can answer all of them. This is a slow Purge. We're gonna have to see where we're at the end of the stream. Let's see if I go to open up on stream. Yeah, there's probably gonna be a lot of questions about specific features that I can't answer. Meld looks and sounds cool based on your video. Do we need it though? It's like Microsoft simplifying Windows OS to OS when nobody asked for it. I prefer the power customization of OBS over the simplification Meld offers. See, this is the perfect question. There are people who want it. By the way, if you ever wait for people to ask for something, you're never going to make something innovative. I think there was what, like a really cool, I don't know the quote, but well, who was it that like Steve Jobs was famous for saying something like, I don't make things people ask for, I make things people don't know they want. When Nick was telling me about this, who's been tweeting for me, when Nick was telling me about Meld, I was like, what's the point? Why does it exist? OBS is free and it's awesome. And then they showed me those little simple features and I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. If it's not for you, if you like the power, use OBS. If you want the simplicity, you want to make a beautiful stream easily, use Meld. That's the whole point. Is Meld less demanding than OBS? I have no idea. Let's see what Nick says. It's better than the other. The different needs and plugins. General consensus, people saying it's the same, if not a little better. It's good to know. I'll check that out myself too. I was surprised since it was audio guys that seem to be starting Meld. They don't have multi-track audio recording plugins options. That's probably on the docket. I'll take a look at it myself. I definitely argue Meld is more resource intensive than OBS. Yeah, I've heard. Like, I ran Meld at under 10% CPU the other day. Some people say it's more, some people say it's less. I wonder if it has to do with your setup or if it has to do with what plugins you use, or I don't know. I don't know. I'll test it on mine too, but I've heard both. It's been less demanding for me even for gameplay. This is really great feedback, by the way. When I make a video on this, when I make that masterclass on it, I need to see like all this feedback of the people that have tried it. I think I need to do a Twitter poll asking people, what OBS versus Meld, what's your CPU usage? My problem is there are already other simple alternatives to OBS. Like what? I've never seen anything else like Meld. Because again, we talked about Twitch Studio. Like, what if you say Streamlabs your banned? Yeah, Streamlabs is garbage. Because we talked about like Twitch Studio trying to be a simpler version of OBS, but at the end of the day, it removed a lot of things that some people wanted without adding any value add to it at all. Like, there was nothing gained by moving to Twitch Studio except for maybe simplifying it. The idea isn't that it cuts out all the complicated stuff. The idea is that it takes stuff that's hard to do on OBS and it makes it easy to do in Meld. Things like move transition, rounded corners, drop shadow, camera effects. I get Meld, but it's also that it's simply not for me. I love tinkering, having complex setups. It's definitely not for you then. No, you're the OBS. Keep using OBS. I get a lot of people that ask questions like, when are they going to add this support for this advanced thing? When are they going to add this advanced feature? Like, I haven't asked them for advanced broadcasting. I'd love them to do advanced broadcasting because I think it's going to be the norm soon. But enhanced. I haven't asked them for enhanced broadcasting because it's a pro feature. And the whole point is they're focusing on the people who don't know how to tinker, the people who don't know how to install plugins, do advanced stuff. The whole point is it is set up an easy, beautiful stream in minutes, do things that take hours in OBS, do it in minutes, make it look good, and go live. Meld is multi-stream? Meld does have a multi-stream built into it. Can you set up hotkeys for scene transitions? I know you can use a Stream Deck. I'll have to check and see if you can set up hotkeys. Can you do a green screen chroma key? Yes, not only can you do a green screen chroma key, but you can then add a drop shadow or like a glow around your green screened effect, which is nuts. Like, that's the kind of stuff you can't do, at least easily, in OBS. Using Meld now? No, because I use enhanced broadcast. That's the advanced feature that I use that keeps me from using Meld. Let's see. Is there a way to do landscape and vertical simultaneous like ADAM on OBS? I don't know how much they want me to tell you. I'm going to tell you anyway. I've got a call with them about it tomorrow. So I know they've answered questions in the YouTube comments publicly and on Twitter. So they've made it public they're working on it. But yeah, I've got a call with them tomorrow afternoon, specifically talking about adding vertical integration into it and how we want to do it. Don't they have vertical? No, vertical is not built into it yet. What's enhanced broadcast? Enhanced broadcasting is Twitch's new thing where the transcoding happens on your own machine. So I'm using enhanced broadcasting right now. So I turn it on and Twitch and OBS examine my PC's resources and they say, hey, based on your PC power, you can transcode into this many different resolutions on your PC. The way it worked before is you send a single video file, like a 1080 or a 4K video file to Twitch, and then they take it, ingest it, process it, and re-export it in 4 or 5 different resolutions. That's how partners get different resolutions. Twitch re-exports it in lower resolutions and sends those out to the viewers to watch. With enhanced broadcasting, your computer itself makes those resolutions and sends all of them to Twitch. And so even if it's your first stream, you're not even an affiliate, you still get transcoding because you're transcoding it yourself. That has some advantages. The first one being the thing that I just mentioned, where anybody gets transcoding. The second one being that you can stream in 4K, like we're doing right now, that's only available for enhanced broadcasting. The third one being is I can send my 4K stream to YouTube. So I can take my encoded 4K stream, grab that one specifically, and send it to YouTube so I can multi-stream to YouTube without a separate encode or anything. And I can stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time in 4K. It's pretty cool. If you don't have the PC power for it or the YouTube, the internet bandwidth, it's probably not the play. Enhance for Twitch service cost? Yes, 100%. Absolutely. And that's why I had that interview with Dan Clancy. Because they announced it at TwitchCon Vegas a year and a half ago. They announced AV1 and enhanced broadcasting. Maybe they did enhanced broadcasting this year. I feel like they did it last year. And in there, he even acknowledged, he's like, Twitch isn't profitable. They need to lower their server costs. And I asked him specifically, I said, as you lower your server and ingest costs, will some of those savings be forwarded to the streamer? And he said, yes. I know they've lowered the bar, or they've included like a 60-40 sub split for Partner Plus. They have increased who they give higher splits to a couple times since that announcement. So I assume that's probably where that cost savings is going. If they're gonna pass along those savings to streamers somehow, it's gonna be by lowering the bar or including more people in Partner Plus for those higher splits. But like right now, they're losing Amazon a lot of money. And so yeah, if we want Twitch to survive, they have to lower their costs. It'd be cool if they did something like 60-40 for enhanced broadcaster users. I agree. That'd be awesome. I don't believe him. I don't blame you. But there have been some changes. They have changed the splits for people a couple times. It's still worse than YouTube, who gives 70-30 to everyone, and Twitch can't do that. So I'm not saying it's great, but I'm saying changes have been made. They've just been small, and we'll see if they keep going. Amazon is $1 trillion company. It'll be fine. $1 trillion companies, nobody becomes $1 trillion company by hemorrhaging millions of dollars every month. They're a multi-trillion-dollar company. They're not going to stick around and pay for Twitch to exist while making $0. So it's not about whether or not they'll be fine. It's about whether or not Amazon decides, you know what, this isn't worth it, we're gutting it. Does it integrate with Stream Deck? Yes, Meld integrates with Stream Deck. By the way, if you guys have any questions too, feel free to drop them in chat. And Sugar Skills, thank you for the 4 months of Twitch Prime. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, if you guys want to take some money from Amazon, just drop me your Twitch Prime if you forgot you had it. That's what it's for. Drop it on a streamer, it's going straight to Bezos. Higher splits for anyone that negotiated their partner contract through a lawyer and agreed to their likeness being used to promote their platform. That's not entirely true. I had a 70-30 split a while back, and I didn't agree for my likeness to be used or anything. I don't remember anything like that. I feel like my agent would have told me. They're pretty open about that stuff. You sponsored and employed by Meld? No. Seems like you're putting a lot of effort into educating people about Meld. We're doing it right now because it's one of the things people are asking me about the most. But no, no, I have no affiliation with Meld. We talked about it earlier. What I got out of it, and I'll even tell you a conversation that I had with Meld the other day. When they kind of showed me the effect of the video and how it's been doing with their users. They showed me a graph, which was really cool. You know, they've been a pretty niche thing for a while, and that video performed really well. And I mean, has brought them, I mean, it like quadrupled their users in 6 days. Super awesome. It blew my mind. And you know, they laughed about like, all right, what do you want from us? Because it's free. They're not making any money off of that. And I said, what I get out of these things, I want to make cool things. That's what I come to these companies for. Like when we did the plugins, we did the widgets, with the combo widget and the spotlight widget. I said, if I'm gonna do this video, I need to make sure I'm giving my audience something really cool. I'm making something cool for them. That's what I get out of it. If I can make cool stuff for my audience, it creates a bond between me and you guys. It makes you guys trust me. It makes you guys excited for future videos. That's more valuable than any check they could send me. So that's what I'm getting out of it, is we are making cool stuff together. I get to make cool stuff and then give it to you guys for free. Been following you for a little bit. It's refreshing to see someone put so much time and effort into educating people for free. I don't educate you guys for free. I'm a YouTuber. I educate you guys, and instead of charging you, I charge sponsors. Like let's be transparent here. If I wasn't making any money, I'd be out doing a normal person job and making money that way. But I don't charge you because I could charge big companies with a lot of money instead. Why the blurred board on stream? We're gonna add some stuff down there. I've been meaning to do it for weeks and I haven't had the time. Should everybody be able to see the 4K option on Twitch? No. Only people that Twitch deems worthy for some reason. Can you send 4K res at a higher bitrate to Twitch as an affiliate using enhanced broadcasting? I'm gonna test that later today. You can charge me. You are how long have you been subbed? I can't tell. I do charge you. If it's free, then you're the product. That is how marketing works. No. I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm not collecting any of your stuff though. So that statement's about like collecting data, like Facebook. If it's free, then you're the product. That's because Facebook collects all of your data and then sells it to marketers. Would that apply to free YouTube videos? Maybe a little bit because you're being marketed to. I guess the audience as a whole is the product that YouTube can sell to advertisers, sure. I just think it's not as black and white. But yeah, that's what that means. If it's free, then you're the product. They're talking about companies like Facebook where, yeah, you use it for free and then they collect all your data, sell it to advertisers, sell it overseas, all that fun stuff. You want to know why you're getting 5 scam phone calls a day? It's because a company like Facebook either sold or leaked all your data. Hate to see that. Coming over from YouTube, hanging for the first time on Twitch. What's up, Mikey? Welcome. Oh, a new True Senpai, a new member? That's pretty dope. Oh, hey, it's AK. Thank you for the member. Yeah, we've got, by the way, just so you know, if you're a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, that pops up in the Discord now. Which we got to see the Purge. We got to see the status of the Purge. You got Twitch subs and YouTube members all hanging out over there. And that gives you access to all this share with Harris, being able to send me stuff to talk about on stream and whatnot. So that's fun. YouTube doesn't sell your data because they are the ads platform? Right. All right, let's see how the Purge is going. Okay, all right, we've lost what? Almost 4,000 members? Another member? Sandy, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. See, I'm at work, so that's why I can't test it myself right now. After I get home, I will. Testing, I didn't hear what you were testing. I just read a comment that was a random part of a conversation. Will you choose the Ace Pro 2 or Action 4? I've got, oh, the Ace Pro 1? I don't know much of the difference between the two. I do have an Ace Pro 2 though. We're bleeding out. We've lost about 4,000 members to the Purge. It's happening. It's happening slowly. Oh, we just lost another 600. We'll have to see where it's at next time. Here's what we're going to do. There we go. Let's just get both of them at the same time. Does your Discord YouTube video explain how you're doing the Purge? I have to do this on a few channels. I'll show you right now. There's a Purge button. It's called Prune. I like calling it the Purge. You go to members and you hit Prune. And you decide, do you want it to be people who are active more than 30 days or more than 7 days ago? So people who have been inactive for 7 days or inactive for 30 days. And do you want to include roles in this? Normally, by default, it's only going to do people who have no roles, but some people use roles during an onboarding. And so someone might have a role from years ago that they don't touch anymore. And so add any roles that you think inactive members might also be a part of. It'll kick them out too. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Any new purges? Yeah, another 200 purged. Get out of here, purged. That is a slow purge. This is a bunch of slow deaths. Have you tried the teleprompter from Elgato? Yeah, I made a video on it. It's like one of my favorite things. It's like my favorite Elgato product. Did you see the giant prompter they had at TwitchCon? Can I tell you something special? That is supposed to be kind of secret, but I feel like it's been so long that I feel like I can at least share it with you guys. Did you guys see the giant Elgato prompter? Like the prompter XL that was like this big. They had it at the Elgato booth at TwitchCon. Oh, it's a dream. It's a dream. Can't live without it. It's my favorite Elgato product. I don't know, the Stream Deck Plus is also pretty great. But like at my Mac setup, I have one Elgato product. I didn't even plug a Stream Deck to it. I might plug in a Stream Deck at some point, but like I don't even have a Stream Deck over there. The only Elgato product I use at my Mac setup is a prompter. I can't do a Zoom call without a prompter. I can't do it. I have 3 Japanese lessons a week. I look straight at them when I'm talking to them. It's so great. Oh, we just lost another 1,000 members. Another 1,000 people just got pruned. It's really happening. It's true, he'll literally cease to exist without it. Nani, shut up. I don't need your sass. I think the prune's picking up speed. Yeah, we just lost another 200. We're officially below 50K. Look at that. It's happening. We've now cut about 5,500 members from the Discord. Look at us go. Look at us. I quit streaming on Twitch to build a community first on Discord. I just reached 1,000 members. I have more subscribers on Discord at $25 a month than $5. Whoa, I also have a 90-10 split one to share after watching your Discord video. That's awesome. That's insane. Yeah, we need to add, we've been talking about adding some Discord perks because they have a subscription thing over there. We're going to add Patreon also. But we just need to make sure when we add that kind of stuff that there is a valid reason, that we're not just gatekeeping important tools for everybody because we want to make money, but there's got to be a value add there. If you add there's a solid value add and a paywall to support that value add, I'm here for it. Is Elgato moving to corporate products? Like professional broadcasting, they do here and there, and I think they do it where they see opportunities, where they have the tech already, like the Stream Deck Studio. And that's because the current market with those products is a joke. Like the alternative to the Stream Deck Studio was four times the cost, maybe double it, 2 to 4 times the cost, and was garbage. They were able to make something 10 times better at half the price. And so I think they're slowly dipping their toes into areas where they know they can just crush the competition. Does your layout have a tutorial on it? I will make one soon. It's on the video list. These are the kind of things I want to start making like 5-minute videos on. Of like, let me just show you something helpful and cool, get you in, get you out, and making your own content. I'm sick of these 10-minute videos talking about a little specific thing about content creation. Like, let me just do stuff that helps you guys. Let me do it fast. Why not multi-streaming to TikTok and other places yet? Because every stream time is the big thing. I have a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I've got 2 videos to shoot today. We're leaving for Japan in 2 weeks. We're starting multiple new channels. We had a whole thing yesterday working on it. We just uploaded a brand new video unlisted yesterday, working on animations for stuff. Like, so many things that we're doing that really it's just like, it's time. I keep saying I'm going to also stream vertically to YouTube, and I haven't done that yet, and I got to do it. Pre-made setup, leave the elements tools for free, show them in a tutorial, but leave pre-made OBS stream bot files. Oh man, I'd love to do something like, I got to figure out how hard that would be to take my stream and be like, hey, here's a template. I think Meld wants to do that. Meld wants to have that kind of stuff where people can make that. That's kind of like Meld isn't open source. Like, there's no plugins and stuff. I think that's part of the advantage of not being open source and having everything first party is like, they could release, people could make templates and stuff and just like distribute them. People could install them. And because everybody's Meld install is the same, it would work for anybody. You can do that with the new marketplace plugin from Elgato. I saw that. Hell yeah. Maybe I'll make this one, release it. I'll try to clean it up a little bit first. Can I stream 1440p on Twitch and YouTube with enhanced broadcast? Yes. I need to double check. Try it with a non-partnered account and see what happens. Packages your entire collection with all the images, video files, filters, transitions. Oh. Do you use 50,000 kilobits per second bit rate for 4K on YouTube and 8,000 for Twitch using AD multi-stream? No. I enhance broadcast to Twitch, which chooses the bit rate for me, and the 4K encoding sent to Twitch is 10,000 kilobits per second. And I grab that encoding, that 4K encoding, and send that same one over to YouTube. So YouTube's only getting 10,000 kilobits per second. In fact, they gave me a warning on this stream saying, your stream is a low bit rate. It is what it is. That's the best way to do it. Meld Docs ETA? None that I know of. Tell us about your upcoming trip to Japan. I'll tell you we're making something for Stream Beats while we're there. I'll also tell you one of the things we're doing while we're there is we're going to be riding the Shinkansen, the bullet train, from Hokkaido up north, the northernmost stop. It's Hakodate. Taking it from up there all the way down to the southernmost tip of Kyushu, the southernmost part of the southernmost island, Kagoshima stop, and then riding it all the way back up. It's going to be about 22 to 23 hours of bullet train. It's going to be fun. Wish me luck. Speedrunning the country? No, we're making something cool. You guys are going to love it. Does Meld take up less system resources? It seems like from the feedback I've gotten from most people, it does. I don't know what the variable is. I'm going to test it myself before we do the Meld masterclass. But it seems like for most people, there's a slight improvement in resources, which is really cool. But it doesn't seem like there's anything noteworthy. Seems like it's pretty much a wash. You didn't vlog Japan all that much last time? We actually shot a ton of stuff. We just didn't make anything out of it. That's kind of the hard part, is like, what do I vlog? What do I post on the Senpai Gaming channel of like a vlog in Japan? Like, you guys aren't on my channel for vlogs. You guys are on my channel for help and advice and all the things. Like, how do I make sure I'm still giving you guys what you want while still making cool stuff while I'm in Japan? We're here because of you? No, you. Love free stuff, but with it not being open source, it can be nice to know how they monetize. Right now, they don't. Does ADAM still exist? Yeah, I'm using ADAM Multistream right now. In fact, ADAM is launching something. I'm posting a video on Friday. It was supposed to go up to tomorrow, but it had to be pushed back to Friday. We're launching something on Friday, that a brand new product with ADAM. Very excited. I just cut something out of the script, so I'll tell you what it was. When I invested in ADAM, I don't know now, 3 years ago, I brought them a couple ideas for products. The idea was a 3-step plan. They're this super awesome company, super talented devs that can make anything. I was blown away by what these guys had made. By the way, Really Electric, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that, guys. If any of you guys have Prime sitting around, just a reminder. It's a free sub. Takes money out of Bezos' pocket and puts it into mine. Insanely talented devs, insanely talented team. They made something really niche, and they were trying really hard to get it out to everyone. And I came in and basically told them, like, you need to make something that you can't make a power user tool and expect your average user to want it. And so I brought them a couple ideas, and I had this 3-step plan. Step 1 is release a cool, free plugin, real flashy plugin that just puts ADAM on the map. And that was vertical. I brought to them the vertical idea. It's like, if we can make this and just release it for free, everyone will know the name ADAM. And that vertical plugin is now, and has been for a while, the #1 most downloaded and used OBS plugin, which is wild. Super cool. I thought it would do well. I didn't expect it to do that well. So I love when that happens. And ADAM, it put ADAM on the map. They also have a really cool multi-streaming plugin. That one was not my idea. In fact, I didn't even know that was a thing until it was released. Step 2 is what we're doing this Friday, where it gets a little bit more into the streamer economy, and it provides you guys, vertical is a tool, but it's kind of a toy. Like, I don't want to call it a toy because you use it to make content creation easier. That's the whole point. It is a tool, but like, it's this fun, cool, flashy thing that's like, hey, it's this free plugin, install it, and it works, and you can do the cool stuff with it. Like, then there's creating products that help the streamer economy, help you guys make money, which I guess vertical does also, because it allows you to more easily post content on other platforms that you can monetize. But you get the point. We're getting a little bit more hardcore and releasing something this Friday. Starting it off real simple. It was a lot more involved. It's way more than just making an OBS plugin. Have to basically start a whole new economy with this thing. I think you guys are gonna like it. Starting off small with a lot of room to grow with it. Step 3 is gonna be a while, but if step 2 is just as successful as step number 1, we'll have the opportunity to really do something disruptive. And basically that's the end goal for me. I'm really excited. Have you tried Stream Elements Multistream? If so, would you say what's the biggest difference between that and ADAM? I need to check it out. I need to see if there's a feature that I'm using right now that allows me to stream 4K on both Twitch and YouTube, because Ada Multistream has something very special. There is one advantage to multi-stream and Stream Elements, and that is one, I mean, Stream Elements is just a larger company with a larger team, so they can do stuff like this, but they've got direct integration with TikTok. I don't know how they managed to pull that one, because TikTok doesn't give that to anybody. So that's pretty cool. We need to make a multi-chat, but right now I'm doing just fine using StreamerBot, so I don't really care that much. But I need to see if the thing that I'm using today, that I'm making a video on later this month, is available on Stream Elements, because if not, it's kind of a big deal. Justice Brewing, hit me up with your hair questions. We're just kind of talking about everything. But anyway, if this step 2 of this product that I'm announcing on Friday is just as big as step 1, it'll probably be a slower burn. Vertical crushed it from day 1. Because it's a free plugin that anybody could download. This one is a little bit more involved. It's a little bit more exciting. It's really making some bigger plays. And so if it ends up being as exciting, a slow burn that builds up to be as big as I think it could be, we'll really have an opportunity to do something disruptive that I've wanted to do. I mean, we have it planned. I already have the entire system planned out. We just have to build it and make sure that people are prepped for it. So that's the 3-step plan. That's a 3-step plan. And I am very excited about it. Is the new YouTube channel launching Friday? No. No. I keep trying really hard, and I keep getting caught up making YouTube videos on the Senpai Gaming channel, and I never find the time to do it. I've got way too many things I'm doing behind the scenes. That's why I hired Nick, by the way. I hired another full-time employee in January. He's in here a bunch. His name's Knackers. Dude makes his own content, really talented, really smart and organized person. Basically, I hired him to handle all this stuff that was extending beyond my bandwidth, and I couldn't get done. And he's helped me a lot. I mean, that's why we were able to do the entire Discord. Nick and I had 2 weeks of calls of like me explaining, I want the Discord to be like this. I want to accomplish this thing. We're trying to fix this. Let's do this. And then he went through full time for like 2 weeks. He spent 2 weeks, 9 to 5, rebuilding this Discord. And now he's moved on to the next thing and he's doing the next stuff. So, hopefully he's going to allow me to work on to work on these new channels. Hasn't yet. Where's Sam? Guys, Sam hasn't worked for me in 3 years. Sam went off to do his own thing. Sam wanted to fly. And I didn't even, of course I wanted him to stay, but if Sam wants to fly, I want to be the wind beneath his wings. He said, you go do your own thing. I'm here for you. But Sam's been doing his own thing for 3 years, guys. He moved to Utah. I think that was the kicker for him. He moved to Utah. I really wanted him here in the studio so we could do awesome stuff. And he moved here the same day my 3-year-old was born, or like the day before, day after. And that was kind of the kicker for him. He's like, no, this isn't for me. I need to go do my own thing. No way Sam's been gone for that long. Yeah, he was here for about a month, and then he's like, not here. He had all these plans. I don't blame him at all. Did you ever get your hands on that XM5 mirrorless? No, but I know someone who did, and he said there were some overheating issues, which was a huge bummer. I was really hoping that'd be a cool one. I mean, which by the way, I don't think it matters anymore because the S5 II, that was like my full frame suggestion. I think if you want anything over like you know, a ZVE 10 or an A5100, like you want an upgrade to that, like this is now your guy. You can get this full frame 6K camera. Let's get that sensor in there. Like $1,400. This is what we shoot all, this is what I'm on right now. This is what we shoot every one of our YouTube videos on, and it's brand new. 1,400, no, maybe it's renewed. I think it's Amazon renewed. I think brand new it's $1,600, but like Amazon renewed, $1,400. It's wild. 6K camera, open gate, phenomenal looking. Isn't that overkill for live streaming? Yeah, oh, absolutely. But we were just talking about a camera that I think was $1,000 or $1,100 that had some overheating issues. And so, but it was crop sensor, it overheats, and just like if you're gonna buy it, let's spend $1,100 on a camera, don't. Like this is 4 times the camera for 20%, 30% bump in cost. It's nuts. And it's got like it's got a built-in fan, you can see it. It's got a built-in intake right there and exhaust right there. It is impossible to get this thing to overheat, which is why it's a great streaming camera. It will never overheat. You got the S1R2? I pre-ordered it. I don't have it yet. You've left Sony behind? I left Sony behind 2 years ago. Kind of like the R5C with cooled. Yeah, I mean, a lot of cameras have cooling built into it, but this is a really ingenious way of doing it, of putting it in the module right here. And it does a great job. Overkill? 100%. It depends. I mean, here's the thing is every content creator has different needs. I'm not encouraging you guys. Like, I'm not saying if you need to be a streamer, you need to go out and buy a $1,400 camera. Like, absolutely, I'd never do that. But you should be allowed to go out and do whatever you want with your hobby. If you want to get some high-end stuff, I'm just saying the bang for your buck on this thing is wild. It is an incredible value if you're looking for high-end stuff, if you want high-end stuff. And we were just talking about a camera that was worth $1,100. That's a fraction of what that can do. But yeah, if you want to shoot your YouTube videos in full frame on a professional camera, you know, you can buy the A7S III for $3,500 still and shoot it in 4K, or you can buy this for $1,400, less than half the cost, and shoot in 6K open gate. You'll lose some things. You can't do full frame 60 FPS, but you know, it's a give and take. Would you be open to speak about how you manage ADHD? I help a lot of people. I've been pretty open about it. Do you have any specific questions? Recognizing, I think doing a lot of research. We've done a lot of research on TikTok. My wife always sends me ADHD TikToks. She's on ADHD TikTok a lot for me. And we learn a lot of things about what my brain reward system looks for and how it works. You know, things like novelty, things like passion for something, things like urgency help kick me into gear. I was having a really hard time. Here's a good example. This morning before the stream, I really wanted to work out. And I had very limited time before I went live. And I also had to write a script. I was going to try to write a script and shoot it. I only had like an hour. And it was one of those, like, I know if I have this hour, I'm not going to finish the script. I'm just going to end up wasting this hour because an hour doesn't feel like enough time to do anything. But if I take pre-workout, that kicks in. I like to work out a half hour after taking pre-workout. Then I can get, you know, 45-minute workout and then go live. And that 30 minutes while it kicks in, there will be a sense of urgency for me to get this script done so I can go and work out before I start to feel sick from the pre-workout when you wait too long. So things like that, like recognizing that doing this workout when I might not have the time for it is actually gonna help me get more stuff done because that sense of urgency kicks me into gear. I got the entire script done. When I normally, if I had an hour, I wouldn't have gotten it done, but I got it done in 30 minutes because I added a level of urgency by taking this pre-workout. So it's things like that. It's recognizing what motivates you, what gets you to move forward, and taking advantage, like hijacking that part of your brain, because your reward system, your dopamine system, is underdeveloped. That's what ADHD is. It's a lack of a reward system, a lack of a dopamine response in your brain. I've been on Adderall for months, but I feel more downsides than upsides. Do you do therapy? I go to a psychologist, every 6 months or something, just to refill my prescription. But I only use Adderall as needed. My prescription is for 2 pills a day, so it's a 60 pill bottle every month. That lasts me a year because I take half a pill every, maybe twice a week. So I'd stretch that thing out. And because I only take it as needed, like I only take it in those days where like I've got a 6-hour stretch to get stuff done. Let's kick it into gear. Let's take a half an Adderall and let's have a productive day. It means that the pills really do a number on me. Like I get a lot done because of that. You're making me anxious just hearing about this. What's making you anxious? The new Discord is great. Thank you, Gaming Cafe. Appreciate it. We worked really hard on it. Do you like your G502X? I do. I hate Logitech's software. I refuse to use it. I use their, what's it called? The one where it like loads it onto the mouse. You never have to open up you never have to sign in with the account or anything. It just recognizes the device plugged in. Onboarding memory manager. Absolutely. Use that. The problem is it's got this thing that's supposed to charge, and I keep getting these like third-party docking chargers, and after 3 uses, they stop charging. So you can see I've got the battery, it's flashing at me. I don't know how much longer it's gonna last, but I put it on the charging dock, and it doesn't charge anymore. It's my 3rd one. I don't understand. Try the PowerPlay mouse pad? No, I got my own mouse pad. I don't wanna use a different mouse pad. I considered it this morning though. Didn't realize you have ADHD. I was diagnosed a year and a half ago, 2.5 years ago. Along with Asperger's, which is nice. I mean, we've suspected for a really long time. I never suspected ADHD. I thought it was just autism. And I went to speak with a psychiatrist after I took an at-home, like a self-diagnosis that of course is not a proper way to diagnose, but it's just like, hey, these are typical signs of autism. And like, I was taking it alone. I was up in a cabin. I was taking it, I was alone in a room, and it was talking about masking. I was like, hey, have you ever experienced this? And it was the first time that I'd ever felt seen. Like, it was the first time where I was like, oh my gosh, other people feel this way in a room with people. And like, Kenzie came in and I was crying. Cause I don't know, it's just been this giant question mark. I thought it was just me for a long time. And then it described my insecurities and my feelings exactly. And it was like, yeah, this is Asperger's. That's autism. You're not, there's nothing wrong with you. This is just how your brain works. And that was wild. So anyway, I went to a psychiatrist, had a long meeting with him. And he's like, yeah, spectrum. Yeah. What we used to call Asperger's. Yeah, that's in there. But also ADHD. I was like, what? Yeah, here's a prescription for some stuff. I did 2 different medications before Adderall. I didn't like the other 2 at all. They didn't do anything for me. I don't like that they combined Asperger's and autism. I don't like that. Anytime I mention Asperger's, people are like, that's not a thing anymore. You shouldn't say Asperger's. It's not the right term. I'm like, it's always the people that don't have Asperger's that tell me how to label myself. Like, don't tell me. If I were to say I'm autistic, that's such a broad term that then I have to describe what kind of autism it is. It's just easier. If you say Asperger's, people know what it is. People know what you're talking about. You say autism, they're like, you don't seem like you're autistic. Like, well, no, it's the kind of autism that used to be Asperger's. Like, oh, okay, just skip that step. Just say Asperger's. I know it's not a thing anymore. So much easier. Why would I call it something that makes it harder? But because it's technically like named after a Nazi or something, who cares? Why does that matter? Why does it make any difference at all? People get all offended that I'm just trying to live my life and communicate with people. Nobody cares. No, some people care. They shouldn't care. Nobody should care. Anyway, that's my TED talk about Asperger's and Nazis. Thanks for the Meld video, dude. I'm glad you liked it. Contemplations. It's a nice title for a stream, Asperger's and Nazis. Yeah, if we want to like have repercussions, get demonetized or get canceled, I'm not here for that. I'll give him a little bit. I'm not going to give him that much. Is there a vertical canvas possibility coming to Meld? Yeah, I actually got a call. I was saying this earlier. Got a call with them tomorrow. Talking about Elon now. Oh man, everyone wants to talk politics, and I don't want to do that ever. Nope. What, at the giant circus? The giant circus where everybody's wrong? Okay, sure. No, we're not doing that. Who's Ted? For me, it's today. It's me. So all right. So let's go to hair transplant. Let's finish up, you guys. Someone was asking about. Someone asked about it earlier. Did I miss the question? I don't know if they're still here. I told them to ask the question that I never saw it, and I probably missed it. There's no reason to not call it Asperger's when people with Asperger's don't get offended. That's the thing. The only people offended. Can we talk about one other thing? There's another situation like, you know what? Actually, this one's not as. I don't think I can speak as widely. I think I can speak for the Asperger's thing. I've never heard of a single person with Asperger's offended by the word Asperger's. I think we like the word. I like the word. Makes my life a lot easier if I can just describe the thing with one word. But I had this weird situation a while ago. You know how like you can't make you can't make pregnancy jokes anymore without people being upset. Really, really bothers people. So Kenzie's my wife. Kenzie and I have dealt with infertility a lot. Like we tried for a long time. We both went on medication to increase our fertility, tried to have kids the natural way. It didn't work for years. Then we tried IUI. For those of you who don't know what it is, basically I give my swimmers, you can probably fill in the blanks on how that works. Give them my stuff. They spin it to separate the good ones from the bad ones, and they take all the good ones and they inject them directly up into the uterus during ovulation, giving them the best chance possible. Sloppy steaks. Slick back hair. It's pushed back. That's not slick back. And did that 3 times. Every single one of them failed. Then moved to IVF, which is an insane process. That's so invasive. It's where she has to give herself shots in the abdomen in order to make her eggs grow to the size of boba and her ovaries grow to the size of grapefruits. Then they go in and they extract those eggs. They get like 50 of them. And then again, give them my stuff. My job's very easy and even a little bit of fun. And they create the embryos outside the body. Then they take the best ones. They can examine how many they make. They make like 25 different embryos. And then of that, they choose only the super high quality ones, and they end up with 6. For us, they ended up with 6 embryos. Hey.
Embryo number 3.
That was embryo number 3. She was frozen for a little bit. She got a little bit of freezer burn.
Kept her on ice.
Yeah, hey, yo. Hello. But now, she's doing a good. You want to?
Yeah.
Look at her. She's thawing just fine. You were frozen for like 3 years, huh? What? Don't throw up on me. Uh-oh, I'm losing her. Mommy, I'm losing her. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, the lip started.
Not the lip.
Yeah, she started going like this.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
She doesn't like me much yet. She likes her mommy. Anyway, first IVF session failed. That was hard because so they inject the embryo into her. And then I have to give her shots in her upper butt cheek all the way. It's a shot that's like this long, all the way down, direct straight into the muscle. It's like an 1.5 to 2 inches, all the way into the muscle every morning for like, I think it was like 2-3 months, maybe 1 month. I think between a month or 2 every morning. And it was a process. Like I had to put it in. I had to pull out to make sure we didn't have a blood vessel. Then I had to put it in slowly. A lot of massaging. And after a month and a half, you get a call from, you go in for an examination and they give you the results on if it worked. And the first time it didn't work. So luckily the second and third time it worked. But this was years and years, a very painful process. But anyway, I remember someone, I don't want to say a name because I don't know if maybe they didn't like the attention they got for asking this question, but somebody asked the question, a streamer asked the question, a friend of mine asked on Twitter, how come you're not allowed to joke about pregnancies anymore? It's around April Fool's Day and everyone always does a fake pregnancy thing and everyone gets upset. And how come you're not allowed to joke about that anymore? And there were a lot of people explaining why it's hurtful to people who are going through pregnancy issues. And here's the deal. I get that. But I responded and I said, everyone has their own experience, but as someone who's going through infertility, it doesn't bother me at all. When people are making the joke, I don't see it as anyone laughing at me for not being able to have kids. Those are 2 totally different things. It doesn't feel that way at all. It's the same way that like, if someone announces their pregnancy, right? When we were going through all this, we had 3 or 4 friends announce they were pregnant. And every time that pregnancy would happen, that pregnancy announcement would happen, every time Kenzie saw it, she'd cry because it hurts to hear these people getting pregnant when she's not able to. And it was a huge bummer. Of course, no part of her got upset with the person for announcing. None of these people were saying, neener, I got pregnant and you can't. Like, nobody's saying that. It'd be insane for us to come out and say, hey, you're not allowed to announce pregnancies anymore because it hurts me. Like, that'd be nuts. And so that's how I feel about like pregnancy jokes. I don't think anybody's making fun of us. That's crazy. And so I basically just said like, doesn't bother me. As someone who's going through it personally, doesn't bother me. And people who are not going through infertility responded to me really upset with me. I'm so disappointed you for saying this. How dare you? So weird. Such a crazy, I'm the one going through an infertility. You're telling me that I'm insensitive to myself? Because this doesn't even have anything to do with you. Don't inject yourself into my situation. Anyway, I don't like the internet. There's a reason I haven't been on Twitter in years. I don't like the internet. I don't like internet people. So I spend all of my time creating things I love creating and spending time with my family and doing what I want to do. And that's why I still post videos super regularly, but you don't find me active on social media nearly as much. I used to tweet every day. Can't do it anymore. I don't like being there. I don't want to be there, so I'm not going to be there. I'm 36 years old. I don't have to be there. You can't make me. Look, I don't think there's anything wrong with being an advocate on Twitter, but I think there needs to be a rule where you can only be as much of an advocate on Twitter as you are in real life. If you're not doing anything of value in real life, you're not allowed to be an advocate on Twitter. Because then at that point, we know you're pretending. We know you're doing it for points. We know you're doing it because it makes you feel good about yourself, because you're the morally superior person. If you're going to be an advocate on Twitter, you have to be equally, if not more, of an advocate in real life. That's the rule. That's the rule. If you're going on Twitter and you're not doing it in real life, we all know you're fake. That I've made it. I've made the rule. That is the rule for everybody now. That's the internet rule. You have to be a verified advocate. Can we all get behind that rule? Can we make that a real rule? Watch the advocates come after me now, because they know I'm ruining internet advocacy for them. I've had internet advocates come after me. Useless people. They accomplish nothing. They do nothing. Makes them feel good about themselves without actually having to do anything. Get out of there. Social justice online got big during the pandemic for virality's sake, and it sucks. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you... This is as political as I get, by the way, what we're talking about now. I don't talk about actual politics because I think it's all a joke. I just told my dad last night, I think all 435 of them should go to prison. Every member of Congress should go to prison. I'd love that. That'd make me so happy. That's as political as I get. I hate politics. But I don't even remember what I was saying. That's all. Politics is just wrestling with suits on. No one, they don't even have the huevos to wrestle. Nobody over there is wrestling. They're all just crying, pretending. They're like a bunch of chihuahuas just yelling at each other and none of them actually doing anything. Anyway, that's all. Thank you. If we keep going down this rabbit hole, there are going to be way too many clips. And so we gotta end this now. So anyway, what should we do next stream? Let's stream. Let's change up one of these things. Let's add something down here for real. Let's maybe like redesign this to make it look nicer, and let's stream vertically on YouTube. I think that's a good plan. I like that plan. Man of culture. Oh, someone asked if I watched Solo Leveling, and I do. I love that show. I'm so excited every time a new episode comes out. I get so pumped. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the YouTube stream. Thanks for coming to my YouTube stream. I'll hang out with Twitch for just a second, and let's do a wholesome raid. If you guys want to be a part of a wholesome raid, raid a small streamer, we can do that. Jump on over to the Twitch stream. It's linked in the description. I'd love you guys to be a part of it and help make someone's day. It's half the fun. It's all the fun, really. So come on over to YouTube.